Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Preaching Chords for Beginners. Thank you guys so much for all your support for just all the past videos. Thank you so much for your support in F sharp. The first video that I've officially did, like the Courtney app, and also just thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the attention and the encouragement on especially the E flat video. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it. Last video we were in the key of F sharp, but today we are in the key of G natural. So we are in the key of G, so I'm really excited for this one. So okay, so we got we're gonna go over the scale degrees to begin this video. So G is 1, okay, A is 2, B is 3, C is 4, D is 5, E is 6, F sharp is 7, and then back to G, which is our 1 or 8 for the octave. Okay. Okay, so here is how the preaching chords are going to sound for once you do them, like once you put them all together, rather I should say. So here's what it should sound like. So this is going to be the 3, which is B, to the 4, which is C. Actually, let me start over. So 3, which is B. This is assuming there's no bass, by the way. So 3 and then 4. Okay, and then your up chord or diminished. And then your 5 chord. And then back to the 1. Okay, so that is our chord progression. So 3, 4, up, 5. So to begin, we're going to get into our left hand once again. So the left hand is going to have the tritones in there. So the tritones in your left hand is going to be the only thing that you'll have to put together. And then later on in your right hand, we'll do the chordals. So to begin, so in the key of G, your tritone begins on the 2 of G, which is a whole step from G, which is A. Okay, and then your flat 7, or actually your flat 6. Whatever the flat 6 of the key is, it's going to be your relational tritone with the 2 of your key. So for example, the tritone for A is E flat, and we can find that by counting up 5 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually 6 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's that. And then once again, they are interchangeable. You can play them. You can have A on the bottom, but you can also have E flat on the bottom. Okay, so there's that. So this will be our 3. So 3. Okay, so I'm resting my pinky on A and then my index finger on E flat. And then we're going to go up just a half step, which is only 1 step. So your ring finger on B flat, and then your thumb on E. That's going to be our 4 chord. Okay. And these are dominants, by the way, as you can see in the Courtney app where the MIDI is, where my hands are playing. Okay, so we got a B7, B dominant 7, C dominant 7. Okay, and then you're going to pick up your left hand. You're going to go to G with your pinky, and then C sharp with your index finger. Okay, that's going to be our up chord. And then also whenever you hear the word up, a lot of times it refers to, not all the time, but a lot of time it refers to going up in a setting where your MD, he doesn't have, or he or she doesn't have enough time to yell all the technical chord letterings and numbers and things of that nature, because you're in the thick of the preaching chords, and your pastor or your bishop he's really preaching the house down, like Holy Spirit's like just really breathing on him, and he's literally setting the house on fire. Not literally, but you get the idea. It's a figure of speech, um, but yeah. So your MD does not have enough time to say, "Oh yeah, play this whole diminished seventh chord." Like, no, just say up. And a lot of times when you're in this context, you'll um, a lot of times it will be diminished. Other times it has been different chords, but a lot of times when you're just, especially when you're just beginning, focus on the diminished aspect of it. So 3, 4, okay, and then rest your I got my ring finger on C sharp, and my thumb is on G, and then place your pinky on C for the 5 chord, pinky on C, and then your index finger on F sharp, or just, so D dominant 7, and then back to your 1, which is G. So your final resting position would be B and F, which are tritones, which is a tritone. Okay, so that's for your tritones. As far as your tritones is concerned, if you're also playing, if it's just you on the bass, rather, let's say that you're using a keyboard, and you're the only person, like there's no bassist, there's no organist, you would do actually no, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I'm going to have some videos dedicated just for that. But you can also play this 1 chord instead of ending the 1 right here. You can end the 1 chord on this G dominant 7th chord. So take a G major chord and add the flat 7. So G major, as we learned in our previous lessons, they're made up of dyads. So we got a major dyad for the first, and then a minor dyad for the second dyad. And then lastly, we want to add another dyad on top of that, but it has to be minor for it to be a dominant 7. Okay. So G, count up 3 half steps to get to B, or 4 half steps for your major dyad. And then count up another 3 half steps for minor dyad. 1, 2, 3. And then add just another 3 half steps for your minor dyad on top of that. Okay, so you should have G, B, and D, and then F. So 3, 4, up, 5, and then back to the 1. Okay, and then so that's going to be for beginners. Yeah, I'm going to leave that right there. But in your right hand, you're going to add your chordals. So your chordals are perfect, in this context, made up of perfect fourths. So, but we need to begin on the 2 of G as well. So the 2 of G is A. Okay, and then so to count up, we need to go a perfect fourth to D, because the perfect fourth of A is D, but we need to count up 5 half steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we do need another not half step. We do need another set of 5 half steps to get to our chord, our second perfect fourth, which is to G. So from D to G, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 half steps. Okay, so rest your thumb on A, rest your index finger on D. This is your right hand, by the way. So right thumb on A, index finger on D, pinky on G. All right, so you're gonna keep your pinky where it is, but your right thumb and your thumb and your index finger are gonna, your thumb's gonna go up 1/2 step to B flat. Your middle finger is gonna join and go to E natural, and then your index finger is gonna rest on D. And this is our 4 chord, by the way. Okay, and then your pinky is still on the 1, which is G. So this is the 3, this is the 4, thumb, index finger, middle finger, and pinky. Okay, and then for your up chord, you're going to keep your pinky where it is, keep your middle finger where it is, but then your index finger is going to go to C sharp, and then your thumb is going to stay on B. Okay, so that's going to be our up chord or our diminished chord. So you should have B flat, D flat, E natural, and G. Okay, and that's our up chord. Okay, and then to the 5 chord, we're going to implement that same chordals concept. So we're going to, you're going to play your chordals starting on C, which is the 4 of G. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So, but we need a perfect fourth from C to F, and we can do that by counting up 5 half steps rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then we also need the minor third for the second perfect fourth. So from F to, we're actually just gonna count our half steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from F to B flat is a perfect fourth, and that's going to be our 5 chord. And then also see how this D dominant 7 allows you to pivot off of that, off of the chordals in the right hand. So in my left hand, I'm just playing a D major chord, D, F sharp, and A. But then I'm adding on my right hand C with my thumb, F with my index finger, and then B flat with my ring finger on my right hand. Like, see how nice and churchy that chord is? You can also implement and put those together. That will sound very full. That's another thing too, like as you progress along the way, you can add chords and concepts together to make it sound more full than what it is, instead of just yeah. So, and then back to the 1 in your right hand. So rest your, if your left hand is doing G dominant 7, keep your pinky on the 1, which is G. Rest your index finger on D, and then your thumb on B. And then also to kind of make it still be more full, I like to add in my my right ring finger on F natural, which is just a whole step down from G. So that's back to the 1. Okay, so all together, this is what it sounds like. So the 3. Okay, got that tritone, that A tritone, and then that A chordals concept. So A with your thumb, D with your index finger, and G with your ring finger, with your pinky. And then on your left hand, pinky on A, index finger on E flat. So we're going to go to the 4. Ready? And 4. So ring finger from your left hand to your right hand, ring finger on B flat, thumb on E, and then for your right hand, thumb on B flat, index finger on D, middle finger on E, pinky on G. For your up chord, pinky on G, index finger on C sharp or D flat, B flat with your thumb, index finger C sharp, middle finger D, or middle finger E, I'm sorry, and then pinky on G still. And your 5 chord, from left to right, left hand to right hand, ring finger on F sharp, thumb on C, and then on your right hand, thumb on C, index finger on F, ring finger on B flat, and then back to the 1. Okay, so ring from left to right, pinky on G, middle finger on B, index finger on D, thumb on F, and then also on your right hand, thumb on B, and index finger on D, ring finger on F, and then pinky on G. Okay, so that is all of the chords for beginners for the key of G. Thank you guys so much once again. I have been watching and listening to you guys, and I thank you guys so much for your feedback. I've been getting some certain particular requests, so I pray that in this video I was able to kind of meet some of you guys where your requests were. Thank you so much. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, share, comment, follow, all the beautiful things. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know in the comment section below. If you're watching this on any of my social media, thank you so much for your support. Please like, comment, repost on Instagram and Facebook, or share on Facebook, and follow for more. I can't think of anything else, but I just want to say thank you guys so much for all your support. It means a lot, and I look forward to more content, sharing more content with you guys, and I definitely look forward to hearing what you guys have to say and listening to your requests. It really matters to me. It means a lot to me that I can help you guys with that. So stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys so much.